Class 10 physics. The chapter which we are discussing is light, reflection and refraction. In that we have, in previous videos we covered what is light, how it makes us the objects visible, what is reflection, what are the laws of reflection, types of reflection, the reflecting surfaces like mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. About that we have seen what is previously briefly by revised. Concave mirror is converging mirror, convex mirror is diverging mirror. That is because concave mirror, whatever the light rays falls on it, it converges them. That's why we call concave mirror as converging mirror. Whereas in case of convex mirror, light rays falls on the convex mirror, it diverges. That's why convex mirror is diverging mirror. And even we see we have known two types of images will be formed: real image and virtual image. Real image is always inverted, virtual image is erect. Properties of images we have seen, and in the previous class we discussed about terms related to mirrors. I gave a list of the terms which are related to mirrors. So again, pole of a mirror, which are this one I explained. The center of curvature, radius of curvature, which we have done. If we continue further in that, next one is principal axis. Once again I will repeat. As you see, these all terms are common for both concave mirror and convex mirror. Terms are related to both the mirrors. The principal axis. Next one is principal axis. When I am saying the definition, I am not able to write it on the board here. So whatever I am saying, in your notebook you put the citing principal axis and write the definition. Definitions are important. Principal axis is an imaginary line passing through the pole of a mirror and extended on both sides. Is known as principal axis. An imaginary line passing through the pole of a mirror and extended on both sides of the mirror is known as principal axis. If you see separately for concave mirror and convex mirror, we take this as a concave mirror. In this concave mirror, if suppose this one is the pole of the mirror denoted by P, if we imagine that a line is passing through this pole and extend on the both sides, we call this as the principal axis. In the yellow color one, that is the principal axis, pole of the mirror, and this is the principal imaginary line passing through the pole of the mirror and it is on the both sides of the mirror, which is called as principal axis. And here if we relate the terms, the previous one which we have discussed, center of curvature CV is here. This will become the radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is not a point on the principal axis. Pole of the mirror, and this is the line passing through the pole of the mirror and extended on both sides. So this one is the principal axis for this concave mirror. The previous ones also, if we show it in figure, center of curvature, center of a hollow sphere from which the mirror is formed is known as center of curvature, which is given in previous video. So if this is the center of curvature because the curved surface is in this side. So if I see this forms a hollow sphere like this, so the center of curvature will be on this side, not on this side. Here the hollow sphere forms in this way. So we consider that center of curvature is on this side of the mirror, not on the other side. This forms the sphere like this. So you will have in the beginning, you will have a confusion that whether to note point center of curvature on this side or this side, then the point. For that, as a hint, I am saying that you see in this way, sphere forms like this. On this side, you will be having center of curvature, not on the other side. The radius of curvature will be radius of that hollow sphere. So this length will become radius of curvature of the mirror. This is for concave mirror. Similarly, if we apply for convex mirror, convex mirror will be like this. On this side, light will be exposed. If I consider this as the pole of a convex mirror, and this will be the principal axis passing through the pole of the mirror and it is on the both sides of the mirror. Similarly for this, the sphere goes like this, hollow sphere. So the center of curvature will be on this side. This will be the point on center of curvature, and the distance it will be radius of curvature for that convex mirror. So center of curvature, radius of curvature, principal axis. Whereas the next one will be the principal focus. Principal focus. Principal focus will be denoted by the letter F. What it defines, definition means the point on the principal axis of a mirror where all the light rays after reflection actually meets or appears to meet is known as principal focus. The point on the principal axis where all the light rays after reflection from the mirror actually meets or appears to meet is known as principal focus of a mirror. First I'll take the example of a concave mirror. Concave mirror. Be sure that which one is a concave mirror, which one is a convex mirror. The notation, you need to show it clearly concave mirror. If you have confusion in that, everything goes wrong. In place of concave, if you draw a convex, everything goes wrong. Remember, that should be careful while drawing the diagrams about that. We take this as a concave mirror and this will be the pole of the concave mirror, and this is principal axis, and I'll take this as center of curvature. And a point on the principal axis. This is the principal axis. I'll take this as a point on the principal axis, where I said that as a definition, a point on the principal axis where all the light rays after reflection actually meets or appears to meet. Actually meets in case of concave mirror, appears to meet in case of convex mirror, because in convex mirror all the light rays gets diverged. The light rays from any object strikes the mirror. After striking the mirror, it travels like this. Another one, if I take this, strikes the mirror and it passes like this. These two reflected light rays, you see this one, incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray. After reflection they meet at this point. So after reflection the light rays meets at this point on the principal axis. So this will be the principal focus of the concave mirror. Whereas in case of convex mirror, if I draw the convex mirror, this will be the pole of this mirror. And here if I take this as center of curvature, the light rays strikes the mirror in this way. Since this convex mirror is a diverging mirror, after striking it gets diverged like this, incident ray, reflected ray. Another one, this side like as incident ray, and this is the reflected ray. Diverging mirror, convex mirror, so the light rays are diverged. Here they are converged, all they are passing towards a single point. After reflection all the light rays meets at this point. This will be considered as the focus of the mirror. Whereas in case of convex mirror, the light rays from any surface strikes the mirror, but after striking the mirror they get diverged, but they appears to pass like this. They appears to meet here, so that will be the focus for the convex mirror. Focus of concave mirror, focus of convex mirror. Here the dotted lines means they appear to meet at that point. They are not here, they actually meets at a point, at that point. Since they actually meets here, they form real image here. Since they appear to meet here, they form virtual image. In this case, actually the light rays are gone into different directions, but they appear to pass through this point. Wherever they appear to meet on the principal axis, that will take as focus in case of convex mirror. Whereas concave mirror, they actually meets. Actually, when the light rays after reflection actually meets at a point, they form real image. When they appear to meet, they form virtual image. So here they form real image and here they form virtual image. Principal focus. Now I need to tell you about the focal length. Focal length is the distance between pole and focus. The distance between the pole and focus of a mirror is known as its focal length. Focus is denoted by capital F. Focal length is denoted by small f. The concave mirror I am drawing. Principal axis, pole, center of curvature. If I take this as focus, the distance between the pole and focus, that means this length will become the focal length. From here to here, whatever the distance we measure, whatever the length we measure, that will become the focal length of the concave mirror. Distance between the pole and focus of a concave mirror is known as its focal length. That means this length is the focal length of the concave mirror. Similarly, if we draw it for a convex mirror, in convex mirror also it is same. This will be the pole. If I take this as the focus and this as the center of curvature, here this is the pole and this is the focus. The distance between them is focal length. This is the focal length of the convex mirror. This is the focal length of the convex mirror.